All right, welcome back. As the world watches star athletes compete in Beijing right now, 50 years ago, all eyes were on a Washington woman living out her dream at the 1972 Olympics in Japan.
Susie Luby was Susie Korok back then. She brought home a bronze medal in downhill skiing for the United States. It's a milestone she's reminiscing about 50 years after she competed at the Olympics. Esther Bauer is here with what the medal means to her today.
Well, Susie says winning bronze at the Olympics was one of her biggest accomplishments in life, but it doesn't define who she is today. She's proud of her skiing journey, but also her family and the life and career she built in Spokane. She tells me her medal sat in a shoebox for years. Today, it has found a new spot in her home and her heart as she sees the Olympics in a new light all these years later.
It was 50 years ago now.
Memories flood back to Susie Luby as she turns the pages in a scrapbook of success. Newspaper clippings, photos, and pride that's grown over the years.
I think that the older I get, the more I appreciate it.
Susie was only 20 years old when she skied at the 1972 Olympics in Sapporo, Japan. She brought home one of only 8 medals the United States won that year.
What's I think is kind of special, because this was right in the middle of Title IX, is that of those 8 medals, the U.S. men's hockey team won a silver medal, and the other 7 individual medals were all women.
A lot has changed over the years. Susie says when she competed, there were only 35 events in the Olympics. Today, there's 108, and the skiing is at new heights.
The sport has gone to a level that is just unbelievable.
She says current athletes feel a pressure today she never did back then because many people didn't even think she'd end up placing.
Not a lot of people out there probably had any belief that I could accomplish this, but I believed I could. I had trust in myself. I had trust in my abilities, and I had trust in the work that I had done and the process that I had gone through.
That process is one she's proud of. Her accomplishments live on the walls of her guest bedroom, but in her heart, the medal is just one piece of who she is and what she's accomplished from the slopes of Japan to the life she created here in Spokane.
A lot of times people anticipate that winning this medal would define you, but I would never want it to define me. I have other things in my life that I feel are equally of value.
Susie says she is glued to watching the Olympics right now. It's the interviews with the athletes that really bring her back to the hard work and dedication it took to get there. Now, she is convinced her next sport could be curling, but she's focusing on strengthening her golf skills here at home first. In studio, Esther Bauer, 4 News Now.